Hello, busmates. Magandang hapon sa inyo lahat. Would like to start with an apology. Hindi ako makakarating dyan. Hindi ako nakarating dyan. Dahil we're having a mini reunion with my relatives. So, yung nephew ko kinasal nung 2 weeks ago. And nag-uwian yung aking mga relatives. And then we're having a reunion today. Actually, we're here in Pansol. And my sister is leaving on Tuesday already. So, tight yung schedule ko. So, again, my apologies. But, my heart is there. Okay? So, kung nakita nyo yung video na ginawa ko, I really enjoy doing that. Naisip ko talagang bumalik sa alaala ko lahat ng ginagawa natin noon, 1976. And one thing that struck me is yung picture natin sa classroom. Sa classroom natin, ay, nagtataka ako, bakit kaya parang natatandaan ko, I never sit dun sa right side. Parati kami na dun sa left side, sa may bintana. Kami nila Mike, nila Piping, nila Wilson, sila Melvin. Parati kami nandun sa so, yun yung isang iniisip ko nun. Ba't kaya ganun? Tapos napakadami pala ng babae sa atin. Anyway, I really enjoyed doing that video. And batchmates, thank you for those memories. They're very sweet. Okay. So, sabi ko nung huling meeting natin, sabi ko, when we reach our 50th year, let's try to be relevant, if you remember that. Sabi ko, let's try to be relevant. Now, as senior citizens, paano ba tayo pwede maging relevant? At least there are 3 advantages of a senior citizen than non-senior or younger ones. Number 1, we have connections. We have lots of friends na pwede nating lapitan, pwede nating kausapin through the years. Na nakapag-accumulate tayo ng maraming kaibigan. Number 2, we have experience. Okay? So, experience, pakikipagtungo sa ibang tao, pakikipag-negotiate, kung sa negosyo man o hindi. Meron tayong experience noon. And number 3, we have more time. Because probably most of you are retired, may oras kayo. Unlike, ako, tatrabaho pa ako. But I will try to make time. So, yun ang advantages natin. Now, I'll share you some facts about Mabini Colleges. So, according to my brother Ray, sabi niya, Mabini has 10,000 students and 60% of them are scholars. 6,000 are scholars. Sabi ko, why? Ba't napakadami yata ngayon? Ang sabi niya, ang Mabini has the lowest tuition fee in Camarines Norte. That's why karamihang donors o lahat ng donors are giving it to Mabini. Kasi yung kanilang the amount of donation that they give for scholarship is able to help more students. So kaya ganun ang kaya they have 60% scholars. But this poses a problem doon naman sa mga estudyante. Isipin mo, you were chosen as a scholar because probably, medyo kapos ka, no? Kung siguro may kaya ka, hindi ka naman magiging scholar. Unless, I don't know the terms of scholarship, baka naman magandang grades mo, kahit may kaya ka, you become a scholar. But then, yung karamihan doon are probably needy. So, kung medyo kapos ka, ang magiging problema mo naman, yung pangtustos mo araw-araw. Ano yung baon mo, pangkain mo, pamasahin mo, or pangkasera mo, yan. So, that's where yung concept ng stipend comes in. Ito yung sabi natin, magbuo tayo ng 5,000 per student per semester and as a stipend so that makatulong sa kanila on their day-to-day needs. Maliit lang yun, but at least makakatulong yun. And hopefully we should be, ang target sana natin maka 50 tayo. Maliit lang yun, pero 6,000 yung tinitingnan natin. Anyway, at least we start on something. So how can you individually help? So number 1, you can donate. If you have 5,000, capable ka, then you can donate. If you can donate more than 5,000, okay din. Number 2, pwede kayo mag-grupo-grupo. 5 kayo, tago 1,000, and then you can sponsor a scholar. And number 3, you can look for donors. Okay? Dito papasok yung ating advantages. So we have lots of friends, we have lots of experiences and time. So that's where we can work on. Then pang-apat, we can do mini projects like ukay-ukay. We sell old clothes probably. I don't know. Mag-isip tayo ng mga projects na pwede natin. They can raise funds. And pag may funds tayo, then we can use it to to fund yung stipend. So yun yung mga pwede nating gawin. So I shared some two stories of scholars yung kay Wilson at kay Peter Banton. So tingnan niyo 'yon kasi pwede nating magamit. Napakaganda ng kanilang naging journey. They were scholars during their time. Di ko nga nalaman na lately ko lang nalaman si Wilson pala was a scholar of my father, and Dodong Banton is also a scholar, and then both of them became very very successful. So I suggest tingnan niyo yung kanilang storya, pinost din namin sa YouTube, and then those are the stories that you can share with the donors, and hope we get more of them, we get more success stories. So okay, so mga kabats, let's work together on this. So hopefully makalikom tayo ng 50 at least, so at least kung maka 50 tayo, then sa start si Raul Carancia, kinausap ko na, sabi he is very excited with the project. Sabi nito kanya, he is batch after us. Sabi ko, Raul, ituloy nyo naman to, kasi ito yung in-explain ko sa kanya yung problema ng mga estudyante, and he's excited also to help, so at least may legacy tayong may iwan as a batch. So mga kabatch, as I've said, let's work together on this, and enjoy your bonding there. I'll tell you, my heart is there with you. So mga batchmates, mabuhay kayong lahat.